Hi, welcome back to Mark and Cindy's Food Forest here in Lutz, Florida. And we're doing another video today. We're going to take a look at the Florida Prince peach tree. Now, if you didn't know that peaches can be grown in the state of Florida, here in the south with the warm weather that we have, well, they can. And they started doing this about 1982. The University of Florida developed different varieties of peaches that can be grown in Florida. So today we want to take a look at that, and let's take a look at the tree here now. Now the Florida Prince peach tree starts ripening in early spring. It's one of the first ones of the varieties of Florida peach trees that start to get ready. They start blooming early and they're ready to eat like by late April and into May. And right now we're like in the third week of April. So basically these peaches here need what's called chill hours, and it needs about 150 hours of chill time. And what chill hours are, in spring, peach trees need a dormancy period in the winter with a certain number of chilling hours, and in this case 150 hours of nighttime temperatures between 32 and 45 to 55 degrees. And the exact number of chilling hours will depend on the variety of fruit tree. Fruit trees that they grow up north, peach trees, those trees will require probably sometimes, over 1,000 hours, whatever it is, but there's a lot more. But the peach trees here in Florida, 150, 200 hours or so is what they need. As far as you taking care of this, as I said, they start ripening in April and May when there's natural rainfall that's low, and they need at least an inch of water per week to achieve their normal fruit quality and size. They can actually grow in sandy soils, not too picky about that, and you don't want them to become visibly stressed, so you want to make sure you give them plenty of water. As far as fertilizer goes, I use a 8-10-10 or a 10-10-10, and you could also use additional elements of zinc and iron, which would help also. But what you want to do is you want to start fertilizing this in late February, in March, late May, and then late July. So when you start fertilizing at those times, that's important. Basically, you don't need to fertilize it when you plant it. You want to give it at least about 30 or 60 days before you start fertilizing it. This one here, the first year, last year, we got about 13 to 15 peaches off it, and it was only the first year that we had it, which was great. And a lot of the animals, or whatever, squirrels, took they took about all of them actually, and I found one peach that was left over last year, and I didn't get a chance to do a video. This year it's put out like even more than double than what we had last time, so it's done really well. Now as far as your pruning goes, you want to start pruning this right after the harvest. Once you pull all your peaches off in the summer, give it a decent pruning, and then I basically wait again till like October, November or so, and then I give it a good pruning. And when you prune the tree, what you want to do is do like a reverse umbrella, like if an umbrella was upside down, and you want all of this to be open. As you can see in the middle, there's a big open space, almost like a bird can just fly through it. And that's what you want. You want plenty of air to get through to the center of the tree, and that's the proper pruning technique. So you want to do that. When you do prune in the winter, just get rid of any dead branches, diseased branches. Just, open it up in the middle to make it ready for the springtime. And then when you start fertilizing in early spring, February, then look out, because all of a sudden this thing just pops to life very quickly. And these peaches are very good. I got to try one last year, and it was a pretty good size. I found it underneath a leaf when I was turning on my irrigation and didn't realize that the squirrels missed one. And I got to tell you, it is a very good and delicious peach. It's a good tasting peach, and these trees are actually pretty low maintenance. All I do is do what I'm supposed to do with them, and as you can tell, like I said, it's the second year we got plenty of peaches on here. I've got these covers on here to try to protect them this year from the squirrels. And so far so good. We've protected a lot of them, and we got some good sized ones here. These are starting to get bigger, so we're going to let those get a little bit more ripe, and then we'll be ready to pull those. Let's take a look here at one of the peaches. This here's a smaller one, and you can see the blush on here with the yellow. And when it's green, it's not ready. When you start to see the yellow here, then you know it's starting to get ripe. It's a beautiful color, and these are delicious. I'm going to go ahead and try a piece here. A very good tasting peach. These are really good. So if you haven't thought about growing peaches, which I never thought about peaches, the guy at the plant show actually talked me into buying this. And the reason I did, really, is because I have a lot of tropical fruit trees in the yard, and a lot of those are susceptible to getting freeze and to dying. But a tree like this, a peach tree that you can actually grow in Florida, actually has no problem whatsoever. It actually needs the cold weather, so it's safe when it gets to freezing. So picking up a few trees that can handle the cold very well is a good idea, because you know you'll never lose it to a freeze. So yes, you can grow peach trees in Florida. It's not tropical, but since it is grown in Florida, I'll say it's tropical. But anyway, thank you for watching the video, and we'll be doing some more videos coming up, and then an update maybe next month in May of the whole yard and showing what we've done. So until we meet again, start growing or keep growing, and be blessed.